Chapter 2 and verse 14. Peter stood up with the 11, raised his voice, and proclaimed to them, "Fellow Jews and all you residents of Jerusalem, let me explain this to you and pay attention to my words. For these people are not drunk as you suppose, since it is only the 9 in the morning. On the contrary, this is what was spoken through the prophet Joel. And it will be in the last days, says God, that I will pour out my Spirit on all people. Then your sons and your daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions, and your old men dream dreams. I will even pour out of my Spirit on my servants in those days, both men and women, and they will prophesy. I will display wonders in the heaven above and signs on the earth below, blood and fire and a cloud of smoke. The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and glorious day of the Lord comes. Then everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved." What a wonderful picture that Peter is preaching, and he's quoting Joel, the prophet of old. And he begins to say this is exactly as Joel foretold in Joel chapter 2. Same situation in Daniel chapter 2, where this was something that was going to happen. God foretold it. It was bound to happen. He promised and he delivered. I love how he goes through this, and he talks about a day where God would pour out his Spirit, and it would be a day of blood and fire, a cloud and smoke, sun will be turned to darkness, all these things. All of these are statements of a fantastic and triumphant day where the world will be turned on its head. The same word as yesterday's lesson that convicts and pricks the hearts of men will turn some people away. But regardless of the fact whether they stay or whether they go, this word and God's word and God himself is something that will turn the world upside down. It will shake the world, if you will. And it's our job to take this wonderful word into their hands and to show them that everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. What a great and glorious day that is.